At 81 years old, Roger Waters has finally broken his silence about his complicated relationship with David Gilmour, the partnership and feud that defined one of the greatest bands in rock history, Pink Floyd, for decades. Pink Floyd shaped the sound of a generation with music that was poetic, emotional, and visionary. Behind timeless masterpieces like The Wall and The Dark Side of the Moon lay a deep creative tension between two geniuses whose artistic chemistry built and ultimately broke the band. Their clash over control, vision, and identity became one of the most famous rivalries in music. But now, Waters has opened up with rare honesty about what truly happened and how he feels about Gilmour after all these years. When Roger Waters and David Gilmour first joined forces in the late 1960s, they were unstoppable. Waters was the intellectual lyricist, political, poetic, and fiercely ambitious, while Gilmour was the melodic heart of the group, his guitar work and soulful voice adding depth and emotion to Waters' ideas. Together they found a balance between thought and feeling that few bands could ever achieve. Yet as Pink Floyd's fame soared, the harmony between them began to fracture. Waters' artistic ambition grew, and with it, his desire for control. Albums like Animals and The Wall showcased his genius, but also revealed the growing cracks within the band. Gilmour, who had once been an equal creative partner, increasingly felt pushed aside. Looking back, Waters admitted, "I was difficult to work with, maybe impossible sometimes, but I believed in what I was doing." By 1983, during the recording of the final cut, the partnership had reached its breaking point. Waters demanded full control over the music, leaving Gilmour frustrated and creatively stifled. The tension became unbearable, and soon after, Waters walked away from Pink Floyd, convinced the band couldn't survive without him. But Gilmour refused to let it end there. What followed was a bitter legal battle that turned their friendship into open warfare. Waters accused Gilmour and drummer Nick Mason of stealing the band's name, while Gilmour accused Waters of abandoning his musical family. The feud lasted for decades, dominating headlines and overshadowing their incredible achievements. Now, in his later years, Roger Waters speaks not with anger, but with reflection. Time, he admits, has changed how he views it all. "We were both right and both wrong," he said in a recent interview. "David and I made something extraordinary together, but we stopped listening to each other." Waters confessed that the pain of their falling out still lingers, yet he no longer feels bitterness. "I respect David deeply," he said.
"He carried the torch when I couldn't. I just wish we'd handled things differently."
Though the two may never reunite on stage again, Waters' recent comments suggest a quiet peace. The feud that once defined them has faded into history, leaving behind the timeless music they created together. Songs like Comfortably Numb and Wish You Were Here are more than hits. They are reminders of two brilliant minds who, despite their differences, changed the sound of rock forever. At 81, Roger Waters no longer looks back in anger, but in understanding, recognizing that his legacy and Gilmour's will always be intertwined through the music that continues to echo across generations.